Welcome, welcome, welcome in today's show. Today, Life Transformation Talk. I am so grateful to be here again with another topic to talk about, and it's all on about breaking through from the limiting things that limit you to growth, into success, into better you, into better me. So we are going to share some of the things that are silent, but they do a great damage to us. So we say that not all emotions heal. With our topic says that let me just get it here. Not all habits heal. Not all habits heal. Not all habits, even if I can refresh it, I can say that not all habits sounds loud. We can hear of good habits like maybe waking up early, drinking water, doing exercise, um, following up your routine, all those good habits. But there are other silent habits that sometimes we don't pay attention to, but they do a great damage. They steal our joy, they steal our peace, they steal our time, they steal our inner emotions that are supposed to be in a good state. So some of the things we are going to discuss about, they are very silent. I know so many people experience it, and it will be very great if we share and interact. And I say that this is a dialogue, it's not a monologue. And I just want to remind you, this is a safe place for us to discuss, for us to share. And we are talking about this inner habits, these habits that are very silent. Sometimes we even don't pay attention to, but they are so, so powerful. They steal our joy, they steal our peace, they steal our creativity, they steal our time that we could have used for doing something great. We are wasting time scrolling on the social media, just mindlessly seeing who has posted what, how it is posted, and without knowingly, you find hours has gone. We are all victim of this. I am in this, but I'm getting out of it slowly. Try to shift my mind, try to shift my actions, try to shift my directions. So some of these habits, they are very small. Sometimes we don't even pay attention to, but they are so strong in changing our lives, in shaping our lives, in wasting our time. So even self-talk, negative self-talk, like I don't get it. I don't amount to anything. I don't deserve. Those negative self-talk, maybe you even don't say it, but you just thought it in your mind. It is very powerful. So I used to think like that. I used to think I am not worth, and that stole away my self-esteem. It stole away opportunities that I could have achieved. It wasted my time, and even it took away my identity, that I can discover myself, to discover my value, to discover what I can do, and to discover my potential, because I thought I was not worth it. I thought I was not enough. I thought I was not like any other person else. So that limited me a lot. It was until when I realized what are other people doing differently that I really admire them. What are they doing differently that I don't have? And then one time I just realized slowly but slowly, they are just like me. They are just human being like me. I'm just like them. I deserve all that I need. I deserve the best life. I deserve to do anything that I want to do. And I don't need to ask for anyone's approval. I start to understanding myself, because I realized I was wasting time and I was admiring people, but I was comparing myself with them. What is the difference? There are certain things, yes, I may not have, but there are also some people who do not have what I don't have. But I still admire them. So that gave me a question to really look deep into myself and check on my thoughts, my negative thoughts. What do I think of myself? Even those that I didn't speak it out, the one I thought of it in my mind. What was I thinking about? How was I thinking it? And how did it come? I realized it came from long time, from childhood. Yes, because they are told you don't amount to anything, you can't get anything, you are just useless. You see, those kind of words shaped me, and it really destroyed my life. And until I get to realize myself and getting back into myself, now removing those, because I was echoing those same words to back to myself. So I started to speak positive to myself, have affirmation. I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am wonderful. I am resilient. I am hardworking. I started seeing value in what I do. I started admiring what I do. I started admiring myself, what I do. I started admiring my confidence. And then I start looking back how far I came and what battles I fought, and then I succeeded. I started to say, wow, what kind of woman is this? I start to know myself, I start to know my potential. But first, I have to discover those negative mind talk, this self-talk. I have to shift them. Sometimes it comes in my mind, but I have to change it. I have to say, if it says you don't deserve this, say no, I deserve it. I deserve everything that I needed, and I can get it. I can go for it. I can work hard for it. I can get it in different ways. I can work hard for it. I can pay for it if I want. Yes. So it's a self-discovery. This show is all about self-discovery and self-realization and realigning things together, like the self-negative thoughts. Maybe some people talked about you negatively and you believed it, just like me. Some people talked negative about me. You can't amount to anything, and I believed it. I thought it was true for very, 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 very long time. I have lived it, and I was always the last. I don't put myself first. I put others first. I admire other people. I don't admire myself. I just look at myself as someone who does not deserve. But I realize every one of us are made unique. Every one of us are made beautiful and with a purpose. I love the word of God says that in Jeremiah it says, I know you even before you were born in your mother's womb. I know you. Say, what? God knows me with even the way I look, in everything that I am. He knows me and he loves me. Oh my God. That was amazing. That was a very big realization for me and a very big confirmation. It was a big revelation. In fact, it was a big revelation for me that I started depending not on people, on what they said or what they talked about me or what they will even say. Sometimes even what they look. Because sometimes for us in Africa, the look will tell you what they mean. So I started depending on God because He says He knows me. He says He knows me even before I was born. Even before I was formed in my mother's womb, He knew me and He had set me apart. I started personalizing it to my own self. And I fell in love with the Word of God so much. The Word of God really worked hard into shaping who I am, into removing all the other negative thoughts, negative talks in my life that helped me to realize my value, helped me to realize what I am up to, and to foresee the future, that there is something great ahead of me that I can still do. I still have the time. The fact that I still have breath in my lungs, I can do great things. I can do amazing things. So there is no need for me to waste my time in these self-negative thoughts or self-negative talks. And I don't care what people say because they will always say. I realize They will always say, because I tried to be good to them to really be what they want, but it was not enough. It wasn't enough. It was not satisfying. It was even giving more. So I was disappointed because I tried to serve them the way they wanted, to act to what they wanted, but it wasn't serving them. There was always something to complain about me. There was always something to talk about me. So I realized whatever I do, it doesn't make any change. So I have to stick to my God and to stick to myself. And that was what shaped me. I don't care what other people talk about me, but I care more about where I am going. I care more about what is ahead of me. And now that I have children, I care more about my children because they are the reason. They don't know how we brought them into the world. They are just innocent. So it's a responsibility. So I dedicate most of the time to really take care of them and to focus on myself and to focus on what is ahead, not watching what I went through. And I, instead of seeing it as a challenge, I see it as a stepping stone. Sometimes I share my lifestyle and I see myself very resilient. I see a strong woman. I see a resilient woman. Even though someone didn't tell me or didn't talk to me, I just know within myself I am very unique. And that is to you too. You are very unique and you're doing incredible things. Sometimes it's only that you don't realize, you don't have time to focus on what great things that you do. But the little small mistake that you do, focus more on it and exaggerate it and expand it, and that destroys a lot of things. So it's time for us to really get into ourselves, our inner selves, to prioritize ourselves, to prioritize our inner peace, to prioritize our inner joy, to prioritize our time. What are we using our time for? Are they? Are you using the time for things that will help you grow? That will help you shape up your life for a better? What are the conversations that you have with yourself, with those ones surrounding you? What are those conversations? Are they lifting conversations? Are they those conversations that brings you down? Or talk about others? Because there is no time to talk about other people if you're really consumed about yourself. There's a lot to discover about yourself. That's what I have really realized. There is a lot to discover about myself. I just discover a lot of things every day about myself that I never knew before. So I actually don't have time for gossip for other things. I just have more time to discover myself, to discover what great things has God put in me that I have not yet known yet. What are those things that God has instilled in me and given me the capacity even to learn, even to know them? And I am still ignorant about them. I want to really give more of my time to discover more about myself and what can I offer to the world? What can I offer that can change someone's life, that can live someone's life unrecognizable, that can impact someone's life in a very positive way? That is what I am really concentrating on right now because I wasted a lot of time thinking and rethinking and thinking about all the negative things that I did not have. But I started to use the time to think of, with the little I have, what can I do? What is in my hand? What can I do with what is in my hand? How can I use that to be helpful to myself, to my family, and even to others? That's what I really concentrate on more these days. And also be mindful of, I am so mindful of who are in my surrounding and what are the conversations. I am so mindful about that because most times those conversations may instill in us again negative self-talks, negative self-beliefs that we don't deserve. Maybe someone say you cannot get that, and you thought it was true, which is not true. So whoever surrounds you matters a lot in building yourself up, in your self-development growth, it matters a lot who are within your surrounding. It's very important to be selective in whoever you can connect with, whoever you can have a very long conversation. It's not that you can be selfish to just ignore other people, but if the conversations are not really so helpful, I am not part of it. I'm getting out. I am getting out. I set boundaries for myself. And there are some people I ignore because I don't want to talk about people. I have no time to talk about people, to talk about what people are doing. I am so consumed with what is ahead of me, what is in my hand. So it's very important sometimes we find out who are in our surrounding, because that matters a lot in our development, in our personal development, in our personal growth. It is very, very important. There's this joke we always make with my children that if there are 5 thieves and you're one of their friends, you didn't count well. There are 6. We normally joke with this, and we turn it the other way around. We say, if there are 5 excellent people and you are their friend, which means you also didn't count well. There are 7, so you are one of the excellent people. So it's very important, really, for us to see who we can bring more closer to us, because that shapes us too. That shapes our mind, that shapes our intellect, that shapes our perceptions, that shapes our most of the things. Sometimes you may think that it doesn't affect you, but slowly, those things affect you, whether positive or negative. So it's very important that we look into whatever that is shaping us. And sometimes when we really wanted to say no, this happened to me several times. When way back, I was afraid to say no. Even though I was not ready to take something, I would just do it because I don't know how to say no. When I wanted to say no and then I said yes, that was something that really, because I didn't have my I could say my principles or values or whatever, I could just do what is required. So I learned to say no when I mean no. I learned to say yes when I mean yes. So that also helps me a lot in having peace. Because if someone says, can you do for me this? And if I know I cannot do it, I say, no, please, thank you. I can't do it because I am committed to this. It was very hard for me to say that. It was very difficult, but now I learned it, and it saves me time. It gives me peace because I don't have to do something when I am not happy doing it, when I was not ready to do it. Because sometimes there are those things that are so abrupt. Oh, can we go this way? You didn't plan to go there. You didn't plan to go and do something, but they just come. Oh, can we go there? And then I just go. I realize I've wasted time. I have something to do, which I have just ignored. I didn't tell them I had something to do. So that really was a transformation for me to realize that if I have something, I have to tell them and to say I am so busy, I am committed, and I can't do whatever that you say you want me to do. I cannot do it. It was a very hard thing for me, but now I am so open. I can tell you, yes, that was a good idea. It's very nice, but I am committed. I can't do this. I can't do this because I have this to do. So that was a big change for me. I learned to say yes when I mean yes, and to say no when I mean no. That was a big thing that really helps me, saves my time, saves my peace, give me peace, and give me, yes. And people can take it in any way. It's all up to them. But one thing I'm so committed to is my peace. If I am so peaceful, and then it's okay. So, and there are sometimes hard conversations that really brings you down, it gets your pain and bad reflections. So I get to avoid that because life shouldn't be so serious. Life should be lived peacefully and in a very joyful way that we can be able to enjoy life. And some of those actions can really make our emotions get higher and wear us down if we don't take a critical attention into it. It can wear us down. So it's very important to check what can wear you down and what cannot, what can build you, so we can be able to concentrate on things that can build us, like meditation, having time to think on what you can do, creativity, even discover yourself, have time to think about yourself, what you went through, how you navigated, how you, yes, you can see your strength in it. And that is something very important. So what do you do every day that feels normal but drains you? What are those things that you do every day? It feels like it's an everyday thing, but it drains you out. Find out. Sometimes you just need to find out that thing. And when you find out, that is where the success begins. When you find out, you'll be able to use other ways on how to shift your mind or shift your actions into building something that is great. For example, having affirmations, maybe changing the environment, maybe going with a friend, maybe reading a book, or maybe watching a movie, maybe watching a music, maybe doing something. Just shift the environment so that you don't dwell in that. So which habits are rooted for survival, not just growth? They are just rooted, like that habit of mine that I used to say yes when I mean no. That was because I did not want to be taken bad. I just wanted to be a good person. I just want to survive, maybe so that next time I am also counted in. You see, just for survival, it's not for growth. So I learned how to say no when I really mean no. So that was a very big change for me. Discover for yourself what are those things that looks like it was just for survival, but it's not for growth. Find out. And it is those findings that can help you find, understand yourself, and also to understand your strength. One more thing question says, what could change if you replace just one to lose those habits? Yes, a lot of things would change for me. If I change one habit, a lot of things will change because I'll have peace, I'll have more time, I'll have I'll have my inner peace that is profound. And yes, that is very important for me to have the inner peace, because if I have peace within myself, I can be able to do a lot of things. I can even have peace with others. So those are some of the things that really connects with me. And those negative thoughts steals away our time, it steals away our joy, it steals away our peace, it steals away so many things. It interrupts our inner peace and kept us from becoming what we want to be. So it's very important we really change, because the breakthrough is when the breakthrough normally comes when we have gotten out certain habits that limits us, because we can't go for breakthrough. We cannot have the breakthrough with all those limiting habits, because even though we leave it for a moment temporary and we move with it, it will still bring us back. So it's important we really have to eliminate it once and forever. And it's not just one day thing. It's okay when you find it very hard for you to really go through it. It's okay. Just practice every day. Do one thing, another day do another. And it's a long time process, journey of transformation, but it is worth it when it happens. Even maybe in the middle of it, maybe in some point you start feeling the peace, you start finding the joy, you start finding to discover yourself. So it's very important to start the journey rather than just staying in one place. I was just saying in one of my posts that a small progress is still a progress. It's far better than no progress. So life is a journey and transformation is a process that happens daily. So we have to engage ourselves and kindly share this with someone, because someone may want to hear this, because these are some of the little things that sometimes we don't even pay attention to, but they are really impacting our lives in different ways. So I can't wait to see you tomorrow in our next show. It will be day 3, and it's going to be on what you don't say still speak. That is another topic, but I'm just reading from my computer. So I'm so thankful for you, and I just want to remind you that this is a safe place for you. This is your family. This is the place where we share our hearts, where we change our lives, and we become a better versions of ourselves. Just by removing those limiting things, sometimes they're at your blind spot that you don't see, but we help see for each other. You can see my blind spot and I see yours, and we can change for a better. So I am so grateful for this big transformation that is happening in my life. For the first time that I am so consistent and I am so committed to it, I have seen really a big change in myself because of these small things that I did not realize. I even didn't pay attention. They could really make me stuck or derail my growth. So, but I'm so grateful for this journey, and I want to take this journey together with you for life transformation. And I am so thankful. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Kindly share this with someone. This might be something that they have been waiting for. This might be something that will relieve them from what they're going through, the anxiety. Maybe they didn't realize how great they are. So this could really help them relate with my story and to see how great they are. So I am so grateful. For those who want to know more about my online business, I'm offering a free workshop, and you can get it at the website, which is on the running text, www.sandeyandjigoonline.com. You can also find it on my bio and register. It's free. And after understanding more about the businesses, will guide you on the next steps if you want to get started. Yes, starting a business means a business, not a job. So I'm so grateful that you're here, and can't wait to see you tomorrow for our next show, for our next talk. Have a blessed time. Have a blessed Tuesday. Have a beautiful time. God bless you.